Welcome to Celebrity Tastemakers. I'm Lisa Mateo. From the hottest restaurants to local dives, celebrities always know where to eat, and here's your chance to join them. Come along for the ride as our guests share their favorite meal, and the chefs that make them teach you the recipe. That's all part of Celebrity Tastemakers, your reservation to food and fame. Winning, losing, practice, pressure, performing, scoring, and teamwork are what professional athletes live with in and out of uniform. For some, it's their job. But for Tina Charles, it's her life. From the streets of New York to the Yukon Huskies and back home to Madison Square Garden, as a member of the WNBA's Liberty, she's a champion in many ways. Come for the ride as Tina travels with no violation for her favorite meal and shares her story along the way. Because no matter how much time is left on the clock, Tina Charles is a slam dunk tastemaker. Tina Charles.
How you doing?
New York Liberty. Where are we going to eat today?
We're going to Serafina in White Plains.
Serafina. And what kind of food do they have?
Italian, but I really love their penne alle vodka.
I like how you say it too.
Penne alle vodka.
Let's go. It's been almost 20 years since the Women's National Basketball Association was founded. What is the WNBA like in the eyes of Tina Charles?
It's a dream come true. Grew up watching the New York Liberty, Teresa Weatherspoon and Sue Wicks and Becky Hammon, and my mom was a season ticket holder. So, we went to a lot of the games. So the fact that there's a league for women, period, and just in the sport of basketball is just a dream.
And a lot of girls you see coming up, they have something. When you were younger, they didn't have that.
Exactly. The league started in '97, so around that time I was about 10, 12. Before that, they had the ABA. So you could just say the WNBA just gave a platform for me to reach the community and be out there and all the things that I love to do.
You got your start on the hardwood. You really made your mark at New York's Christ the King.
Yeah, I loved CK, Christ the King, just how they're able to develop their players on and off the court, preaching the importance of education first, and just how they prepare you just go to the collegiate ranks.
Do you ever go back?
Oh yeah, I've been back. The New York Liberty were able to have like a nice little pep rally for me, and a lot of the students came out, and I got to see a lot of my teachers, my coaches. I was really thankful for that.
Being a part of a powerhouse college like University of Connecticut and being a professional ball player, what are the similarities and the differences?
The similarities is just the camaraderie. You're gonna make a whole bunch of friendships. Especially being a pro basketball player, you play overseas. Us WNBA players, we do a couple of months in the summer, and then from mid-October till about the first week in May, we are playing overseas in another country. And usually you're able to have another American playing with you. So you're able to develop relationships along the way. In the collegiate ranks, you're with that player for like 4 years. So you develop relationships, a great chemistry on the court and just even off it. The biggest difference between the collegiate and the pros is the physicality of the game. How game ready every opponent is when you're playing. There's not a night where I'm playing against a team in the WNBA and I'm thinking I have the night off. There are times at Yukon, you're gonna play against lower division schools not as prepared or players that are still developing. In the WNBA, we have great athletes, athletes with a lot of great confidence. So it makes the league even that much better.
And you also got to represent the country in the Olympics.
That was breathtaking. It was such a great blessing to be a part of the Olympic team. I grew up watching the Olympics back in '96, I want to say, in Atlanta. You could say our women's dream team with Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, and Diana and those guys. So for me, it was just great to be a part of, great to watch, and just to think that someone is just looking up to me at this point in time when I'm playing on TV and saying, man, I want to be out there just like Tina Charles is. So it was just a blessing.
#1 draft pick, WNBA, go to Connecticut Sun. Now, the New York Liberty, your hometown.
I'm home.
Did you always want to come back home?
Oh yeah, it was always a dream of mine, of my parents. Being in high school at Christ the King, having the Nike Super 6, and just watching the Knicks play. I'm a big Knicks fan, so my mom would take me to Liberty, my dad would take me to the Knicks games. So just to be able to say that I played on the same court as the greatest athletes is just a blessing in itself.
Who are some of the folks that you looked up to?
Patrick Ewing. I was a big fan of Patrick Ewing. Tari Phillips, that was playing for the New York Liberty. She did all the little things for them. And Larry Johnson and that shot that he made. And, when John Starks dunked over Michael Jordan, and things like that. But I was very in tune with the New York Knicks.
Want to talk about awards, and you have plenty of awards, but you once said you would trade them all in for a championship.
Yes.
That was the one piece missing on your mantle.
It still is missing. It's still missing.
Talk about the physical and the mental mindset that you have to get into getting that ring.
It's very taxing on the body, but you have to be mentally prepared. Everybody has to be on the same page, and everybody has one goal, is to win a championship, take care of every possession, take care of the ball, and just all those little things. But I know it can be accomplished throughout my tenure playing. I know they made it to the conference finals in the past with Teresa Weatherspoon leading them. For me to be able to bring that home and Cappie Pondexter will be really sweet.
What NBA player would you want to play one-on-one with?
I would love to play one-on-one with Kevin Garnett. I was a big fan of Kevin Garnett, just his style of play, being a power forward, or Tim Duncan, the big fundamental as they call him. They put themselves last and they put their team first. They're very vocal leaders, very in tune with what's going on with each and every player. You can see that every night that they play. And those are just two people I definitely admire, but more importantly, Kevin Garnett.
A lot of athletes are defined by their accomplishments. What are some of your greatest accomplishments on the court?
On the court, I guess you can say I was able to receive the Dawn Staley Community Assist Award. Again, I use basketball as a platform for me to reach individuals, and having my foundation, Hopi's Heart Foundation, and just raising awareness towards sudden cardiac arrest and the distribution of AEDs, automatic external defibrillators. I think it's really important. Just being an athlete myself, I see tragedies that can happen when you don't have an AED around. So just receiving that award shed light on what I'm trying to do, and just how basketball is just, or any sport, just allows you to have many opportunities.
Now that particular organization, it also has a personal side
Yes,
for you.
it does. Hopi's Heart Foundation is in memory of my late aunt, Maureen Hopi Vaz, who passed away from multiple organ failure. And I was extremely close to her. And I just wanted something to represent her, just her walk in faith, what she believed in, just helping others, being very generous. And that's all that Hopi's Heart shows. They say when you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. But when you sow generously, you reap generously. That's how I feel about life, and that's just what I want to do.
People know you on the court. How do you want people to know you off the court?
I'm very mellow and very shy off the court. I love to go to museums. I just went to the 9/11 museum. That was very touching. I love to go to Broadways and musicals, having fun with my friends. You know, I'm just a normal gal that just happens to be a little bit good at basketball.
A little bit good.
So, yeah.
The WNBA motto is expect great. What does that mean to you?
Just how you carry yourself on and off the court. We develop a lot of skill. We take pride in how we execute plays, pride of how we interact in the community of the WNBA cares. So you could just expect great in all aspects of the sport. We want to be role models for the younger generation out there, the way we play and what we do.
Who is great in the eyes of Tina Charles?
My parents. They dedicated their life for me to be all I can be in the sport of basketball. Just their sacrifice, driving me everywhere to make games when I was younger, being in the gym, coming to all my games. Basketball is an emotional roller coaster. You have your highs and lows, just like anybody else at a normal 9-to-5 job. So being there for me and just the examples they set, putting Christ first, and I think that was something major and helped me along the way. So my parents, they're the best.
And you started playing when you were in first grade?
Yeah, I was always an active child. I played tennis, softball, soccer, tag football with the guys at recess, you name it, softball. I was a big Mets fan, still am. I had a growth spurt. You know, I was 5'8", and then by the time I left Christ the King, I was 6'2". So I grew into the position of a forward, and I just fell in love with the game.
Well, you do darn good at it.
Thank you.
Ciao, Tina. Welcome home. How are you?
Fabio, this is Lisa. Lisa, Fabio.
Hi.
Lisa, how are you, darling?
Nice to meet you.
Chef Elio is ready to show you Tina's favorite dish.
Let's
Come
go.
with me.
We're in the kitchen of Serafina with Chef Elio Tomei, and we're about to make Tina Charles's favorite dish, penne alla vodka. Now, Chef, a lot of people have penne alla vodka, but what makes yours different?
My special ingredient, I have some butter, basil, vodka, cream, and tomato sauce.
So it's all about your ingredients, your
Yes.
special ingredients, and the love that you put into the meal.
And cook on the right way.
And cook it the right way. Now, where is most of your food from?
North Italy,
North Italy.
yes. Traditional Italian food.
Traditional Italian. So this is where you come for traditional Italian.
Yeah,
Here in
exactly.
the White Plains. Now, you mentioned some of the ingredients. Go through again what we need. It seems pretty simple.
Yes, we need some butter, basil, vodka, heavy cream, and tomato sauce.
Pretty simple. Just
Yes.
butter, vodka, heavy cream, tomato sauce. All right. How long does this dish take to make?
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yes.
All right, so we have our pasta
Yes.
already cooked.
Already cooked, yes.
Let's get to the sauce. What's the first thing we need to do?
Okay, we're gonna put the butter and the basil.
Butter and basil.
Add the vodka, but make sure you take out the saute from the fire. Otherwise, you can burn yourself.
Oh, so we have to take out the saute from the fire. We don't want to start a fire.
No, no.
No, no. So what's the first thing?
We're gonna melt the butter, add the basil, add the vodka, tomato sauce, and for the last thing, the heavy cream.
The heavy cream. And you saute all that
And then
together.
you saute, you mix all together.
Sounds simple. Let's get started.
So we're gonna start with the butter, basil. Okay, now we're gonna add the vodka. Always be careful with the fire.
Vodka, be careful. Whoa, that's why we be careful.
Now we're gonna add the tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
Last things, heavy cream. Now we're gonna mix all together.
Stir. So now the sauce turns pink. What is it that makes it turn pink?
That's the heavy cream.
The heavy cream makes it pink. Okay. This looks like it's almost done.
Yes,
You just have to add the pasta and that's it.
that's it. It's done.
I'm gonna go join Tina at the table. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Welcome home.
Tina, we have your penne alla vodka
Yes,
and a whole lot more. So are you ready to eat?
I'm very excited.
We're gonna start digging in. Now, Fabio, you have to tell us what other dishes do we have here?
Fantastic. There's a spinach salad with the warm cottage cheese. This is an excellent tuna and salmon tartare. A ravioli with lobster. It's called ravioli innamorati.
Innamorati.
Innamorati is like when you have a lobster with a heart shape and lobster inside. The sauce and the lobster and the filling is so good. This is a pizza with truffle with 2 or 3 mix of different cheeses. It's really, really good. When you eat this, you get addictive. Usually, honestly, when I show this to any of clients and everything, I say, please don't sue me if you get addictive because it's really addictive pizza. This is pizza di Fabio. It's a regular margherita.
Di Fabio, okay.
Yeah, they put it under my name because I like prosciutto and to eat prosciutto with focaccia. It's fantastic. It's very good.
Okay.
Warm, fantastic. This is a farfalle limoncello with lemon inside. It's amazing. It's really, when you taste and the textures and the combination between all the ingredients, they all balance with each other, is excellent. And this is an incredible artichoke salad.
I know.
Tina, what do you think? Where should I go? I'm
just
going for
dig
the
in.
lobster. You're gonna try your penne?
Let's go with the pizza.
It's the truffle.
Okay.
See, she's gonna be addicted to it now.
Tina, don't sue me if you get addicted.
Okay, I won't.
Now, Fabio, the name Serafina, where does it come from?
Seraphina is the name of the biggest angels in heaven, and it's no matter what religion, what you believe you want this.
Sure.
You want you believe or what you are. Seraphina is an angel that is neutral to anything. So it's an angel that loves you, and these angels is spreading all over the world. The first Seraphina outside of Manhattan was Brazil, Japan, then we did India, South Korea, Dubai, Russia. Now we're gonna open in Serafina in Istanbul, one in Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia, and London, which eventually is gonna happen in England in the next 6 to 8 months. And this angel is going really everywhere.
No kidding. When do you sleep?
Thank God I love what I do. You know,
Right.
otherwise it would be a problem. Bon appetit.
Delicious.
Let's
This is
taste
amazing.
this.
Oh my goodness. Tina, you've traveled around the world. Where are some of your favorite places to eat?
Serafina.
Of course.
Serafina's #1. Around the world, I'll say Turkey. I love Turkish food. Been to Moscow. They have great chains of restaurant over there, like Chicago Prime. But mainly Turkey. So I'm happy to go back to Istanbul. I'm happy there's going to be a Serafina there.
See?
So I'll be
During
able
the
to be there.
opening. I hope you're gonna be there while we open.
All right, great.
And I would like to have you as a guest of honor.
Oh, yes. As long as you support the New York Liberty. I'm there.
Absolutely.
He's gotta
I'll
go
be
to the
there.
game.
He's going to a game.
I go to the game.
A lot of chefs and restaurateurs, they become like rock stars.
I see myself as myself. I'm very down to earth. I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think, I believe, I love to do what I do, because if you don't like what you do, you won't have the same passion and you won't have the same strength. We create all these dishes with love. We like to share the experience, the Serafina experience, with everybody. And it's a brand that we create, me and my partner Vittorio. And we both created it, like the first restaurant, Serafina, was opened on July 17, 1995.
I was
And
born.
I was,
Well, 88, but I was around.
Really?
I was around.
We knew you were coming aboard.
See, there you go.
Welcome home. Salute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
My
We
water.
don't see with water, we do like that.
You go like
See,
this?
I touch it, you know.
Oh,
Because
nice.
water and wine is a
Let's do it again.
Superstition.
Bop. Just like that.
Superstition, yes. We
I did
don't.
not know that.
Yeah, because water, unless you and I, we can't.
we
But
can
she
do
has
it.
water, so we can.
I
So we
love
have to do like
that.
that.
I will take that with me.
That's your favorite.
It is.
There she goes, digging into
is,
it.
It is.
Now, what about food growing up for you? Your mom's from Jamaica, your dad Trinidad and Tobago.
I grew up with a lot of West Indian food, Caribbean. In Jamaica, your highlight plate is ackee and sawfish, and then fried dumplings and fried plantains and breadfruit, steamed boiled bananas. Same thing in Trinidad. I just always devoured them and I loved it.
When did you get into the pasta?
When I started attending the University of Connecticut, my college coach, Gino Auriemma, he's Italian. He took us there actually to Italy to visit where he came from, and that's all we ate was Italian food, to the point where when we noticed the McDonald's, we literally sprinted to a McDonald's.
Because you had too much.
We had so much pizza and pasta. But then I fell in love with pasta, just to have carbs before you play a game,
Right.
making sure you have the right nutrition to sustain a 40-minute game.
That'll do it for you.
Yes,
So
it
this is
is.
what you do before game?
Before the game,
Carb up?
yes, I carb up. I like that, carb up.
Carb up, but you guys burn it so fast. That's the thing.
We do.
Every year, when there is the U.S. Marathon, we are Serafina 61st and Madison, 55th and Broadway, 79. I'm telling you, the last 3 years, there was a few winners. They won the marathon. They ate at Serafina for the last 4 days, lunch and dinner, lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for the race.
Yes.
It's really amazing. Bon appetit.
I already finished.
You want more? How is
This
it? Are
has
they
been
good?
great. What do you think, Tina?
I love it. I never had this plate.
Delicious.
Is it? The lemon is so good.
The lemon.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Thank you for introducing me to Serafina. This has been such a treat.
Oh, here we go.
And do it, wait, to the
This
back
way,
with the
to
water.
back, to the
Like
back.
this?
Like that.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for inviting me for lunch.
Thank you for joining us on Celebrity Tastemakers, where you always have a reservation for food and fame. For complete recipes and additional clips not seen on this show, log on to celebritytastemakers.com. Until we eat again, I'm Lisa Mateo.
So, Lisa, if you could give me one final clap.
Sure.
And Tina, if you could give me a final clap.
I'm gonna do it like her.
There you go. Thank you. And that's a cut.
That's why I wore my heels today.
Yeah. I bet your feet are killing you right now.
Oh yeah, here we go.
No, I'm so excited.
You have to start out with the appetizer.
I want to go straight for it.
Ravioli innamorati.
I actually want to try the. That's the wrap? It's going down.
He's about to
Going down.
We did it, baby!